Welcome, fantasy fanatics and football freaks, to the Omega Psi Fantasy League Kickoff Special. It's been a long off-season, but the wait is over. We're here, we're ready, and it's time to dive into the most prestigious fantasy league in existence, the Omega Psi Fantasy League. This is year 18, so get ready for the road to Omega Bowl 18. Now, as you all know, we've shaken things up this year. Our divisions have been completely restructured, going from the old, tired, randomly drawn conference setup to a new, geographically inspired format. Let's take a quick look at the lay of the land. First up, we have the Greystone Conference, a nod to our Massachusetts roots. This conference is divided into the Greystone North, home of all the teams from outside of New Bedford, and the Greystone East, representing the New Bedford home crowd. Now on the other side of the country, we have the Riverside Division, with the Riverside South covering our teams in the South and the Riverside West for our managers out West. Now, it's not a perfect system, but everybody pretty much fits into the structure. It's a new year, a new structure, and a fresh start for every team. Speaking of fresh starts, let's welcome our two newest owners to the league. Give it up for Marcus Shell, aka Radio, owner of Ouch My Glutes, and Sam Chesloff, aka Chester, the new owner of the Palm Coast Players. Welcome to the battlefield, gentlemen. Let's see what you got. The biggest story of the offseason, without a doubt, was the tragic saga of Jalen Waddle. A glaring error in the draft, and as a result, he's out of the player pool for the entire season. A truly dark day for fantasy football, and a lesson for all of us. Check your player lists. Now, before we get into this year, let's just tip our caps to our returning champion. Last year's winner, hoisting the Omega Bowl trophy, was the Compton Chaos, his second Omega Bowl victory, a dominant run to cap off an incredible season. On the other end of the spectrum, we have our Toilet Bowl champion, You Can Kiss My Ass, who is now holding the dreaded Galen, the worst team in the league. And let's not forget the Southside Shockers won the Consolation Bowl and as a result secured the first pick in the draft, Jamar Chase. How will these three teams handle their new roles this season? Let's find out. Now, let's talk about what's coming. I've been poring over the draft results and the final power rankings, and I have some thoughts on who to watch out for this year. Now, according to the post-draft power rankings, the top contenders are, to no surprise, Team Coleman is at the top of the board. We all know what I think about Team Coleman, but with a top-tier roster featuring Lamar Jackson and CeeDee Lamb, they are a force to be reckoned with this year. Then we have Here to Take Over, who looks absolutely stacked with Josh Allen and Kenneth Williams, and the defending champions, Compton Chaos, who are led by Joe Burrow and T. Higgins. These are the teams built to win now, and with a mix of elite quarterbacks and high-end receivers. But what about a dark horse? A team no one's talking about that could make a run. My pick for the season is the NB Bulldogs. They may not be at the very top of the power rankings, but with a powerful quarterback in Jalen Hurts and a stacked receiving core with Devontae Adams and Deebo Samuel, they have the potential to upset some of the top teams and be a major factor in the Greystone East Division. Mark my words, watch the NB Bulldogs. It's time for my favorite segment of the preseason show, Bold Predictions. These are completely baseless, purely for entertainment, but you heard them here first. Let's go through the matchups and make some calls. Alright, let's kick things off with our first official matchup of the season. In this corner, we have the winner of the Consolation Bowl, the team that earned the number one pick in the draft, the Southside Shockers. The Shockers are coming out with a lineup led by quarterback Brock Purdy, and they've got some serious talent in their receiving core with Garrett Wilson and Jamar Chase. They're looking to start the season strong and prove that last year's record was just a fluke. And in the other corner, we have Hanging with Hernandez. This team's putting their faith in a new face at quarterback with J.J. McCarthy, and they're bringing out some serious firepower at the running back position with Bijan Robinson and Puka Nacua at wide receiver. This is a team built for the future, and they're looking to make a statement in week one. This is a fascinating matchup. On one hand, you have the proven talent of Purdy and Chase on the Shockers team. On the other, you have the potential breakout stars in McCarthy and Robinson on the Hernandez squad. I think this will be a high-scoring game with a lot of big plays on both sides. My prediction, while the Shockers have some incredible players, I think the upside of Bijan Robinson and the rookie quarterback in McCarthy will be too much for them to overcome. I'm going with hanging with Hernandez to win this one in a close game. Next up, we have a fascinating matchup between two teams looking to get off on the right foot. First, we have You've Been Shrickard. This team is led by a powerful quarterback in Kyler Murray, and they've got some incredible talent in the receiving core with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Tyreek Hill. Shrickard is looking to come out strong and make a statement in week 1. And in the other corner, we have Where's Waddle. This team's led by quarterback Jaden Daniels, and they're bringing out some serious firepower at the running back position with Jonathan Taylor and Bijan Robinson. This is a team built to win now, and they're looking to start the season with a big win. This is truly an elite matchup. On one hand, we have the explosive passing game of Kyler Murray and his top-tier receivers. On the other, we have the ground-and-pound game of Jonathan Taylor and Bijan Robinson. This will be a clash of two very different offensive philosophies. My prediction? While the Where's Waddle team has some incredible running backs, I think the passing game of You've Been Shrickard is just too much to overcome. The combination of Kyler Murray, Tyreek Hill, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is explosive and will be the difference maker in this game. I'm going with You've Been Shrickard to win. Moving on to our next matchup, we have a true battle of star power. First, we have You Can Kiss My Ass. This team is led by a rising star and quarterback C.J. Stroud with an explosive running back in Devin Achane and a dynamic receiving duo in Ladd McConkey and Zay Flowers. They're looking to make a statement and prove they belong at the top of the league. And in the other corner, we have the New Bedford Blazers. This team is absolutely loaded with talent, featuring veteran quarterback Jared Goff and elite playmakers like Alvin Kamara and Justin Jefferson. They've also got a solid tight end in TJ Hawkinson and an emerging player in Khalil Shakir. The Blazers are poised for a deep run and they're looking to start this season with a commanding win. This is a matchup of contrasting styles. You Can Kiss My Ass is an up-and-coming team with a ton of exciting stars. The Blazers are a seasoned team with proven stars who've been doing it for years. It's a classic youth versus experience battle. My prediction, while I think Stroud and Achane will keep it close, the pure dominance of Justin Jefferson and Alvin Kamara is just too much to be against. I'm taking the New Bedford Blazers to secure the victory in this one. Next up, we have a clash between two of our league's highest-ranked teams. First, we have Team Coleman. This squad's a powerhouse, led by MVP quarterback Lamar Jackson and the elite wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb. They also have an exciting young running back in O'Shea Hampton and a consistent performer in Calvin Ridley. This is a team built for the top, and they're here to prove it in week 1. And in the other corner, we have the Chicago Bipolar Bears. The Bears are led by the rookie quarterback Bo Nix. They've also got some incredible talent at the running back position with Travion Henderson and an impressive receiving core with Drake London and Brian Thomas. This team has a mix of rookie talent and established veterans, and they're looking to start the season with an upset. This is a fascinating matchup. On one hand, you have the proven dominance of Lamar Jackson and CeeDee Lamb. On the other, you have the raw potential of Bo Nix and the Bears offense. This could be a high-scoring shootout. My prediction, while I think the Bears will put up a fight, the star power of Lamar Jackson and CeeDee Lamb is just too much to overcome. I'm taking Team Coleman to win this one in a decisive fashion. Next on the slate, we have a monster matchup between two of the league's top-ranked teams. First, we have Here to Take Over. This team is absolutely loaded, led by quarterback Josh Allen, running back Kenneth Williams, and a dynamic receiver in Jackson Smith-Njigba. They also have a formidable receiving duo with T. Higgins and a solid tight end in Brock Bowers. Here to Take Over is looking to justify their high ranking and start the season with a commanding win. And in the other corner, we have the NB Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are bringing out a star-studded lineup of their own, led by quarterback Jalen Hurts and an explosive running back in Jahmyr Gibbs. The receiving core is also elite, with Devontae Adams and Deebo Samuel. This is a team built to win now, and they're ready to make a statement in week 1. This is a clash of two of the best quarterbacks in the league in Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. Both teams have incredible talent at every position, and this game could easily be a preview of the Omega Bowl. It'll come down to which star power shines the brightest. My prediction, while both of these teams are fantastic, I think the consistent and high-scoring play of Josh Allen, paired with the rushing ability of Kenneth Williams, will be the difference maker. I'm taking Here to Take Over to win this one in a high-scoring game. Next, we have a clash of two very different strategies. First, we have the Badlands Natives. This team is led by a veteran quarterback in Sam Darnold, and they've got some incredible talent at the running back position with Derrick Henry and Kenneth Walker. They also have an elite tight end in Mark Andrews. The Natives are looking to establish their ground game and control the clock in week 1. And in the other corner, we have Team Ouch My Glutes. This team's absolutely loaded. led by MVP quarterback Patrick Mahomes and an elite running back in Saquon Barkley. They've also got a solid receiving core with Deontay Johnson and Darren Waller. My Glutes is looking to come out strong and make a statement with their high-flying offense. This is a true old-school run-first team against a new-school high-powered passing team. The Natives will look to control the tempo with Derrick Henry, while my Glutes will look to air it out with Patrick Mahomes. This will be a classic battle of strength versus strength. My prediction? While I think the Natives will put up a good fight, the combination of Patrick Mahomes and Saquon Barkley is just going to be too much to overcome again. The My Glutes team will put on a lot of points and secure the win. I'm going with Team Ouch My Glutes to win this one in a decisive fashion. Next up, we have our last year's Omega Bowl champion taking on a powerful contender. First, we have pros and cons. This team is led by a veteran quarterback in Baker Mayfield, and they've got some incredible talent with Christian McCaffrey and a dynamic duo in Jameson Williams and Cortland Sutton. They've also got a solid tight end in Dalton Kincaid. Pros and cons is a team built for the postseason, and they're looking to start their run with a big win. And in the other corner, we have the defending champions, Compton Chaos. Chaos is led by quarterback Joe Burrow, and they've got some incredible talent in the receiving core with T. Higgins and Romeo Dunze. This team is absolutely loaded, and they're looking to start their title defense with a decisive victory. This is a great matchup. You have the defending champions, Compton Chaos, taking on the explosive pros and cons offense. This will be a high-scoring game with a lot of big plays on both sides. My prediction? While the pros and con teams have some incredible players, I think the consistent and high-scoring play of Joe Burrow and T. Higgins will be the difference maker. The champs are the champs for a reason, and I think they'll start their title defense with a big victory. I'm going with Compton Chaos to win this one. And now we're at our final matchup of Week 1. First, we have the Virginia Beach Homers. This team's led by a veteran quarterback in Jordan Love, and they're bringing out some serious talent at the running back position with James Cook. They also have a solid receiving core with Drake London and a strong defense. This team's looking to make a statement and get off to a hot start. And in the other corner, we have the Palm Coast Players. This team is led by a veteran quarterback in Dak Prescott, and they're bringing out a dynamic duo of Breece Hall and Terry McLaurin. This team's built to win now, and they're ready to show their true colors in Week 1. This is a great matchup. You have the Homers with Jordan Love and Dalvin Cook taking on the Players with Dak Prescott and Breece Hall. It's a battle of two of the league's most consistent players in Jordan Love and Dak Prescott. This will be a hard-fought game with a lot of big plays on both sides. My prediction? While the Homers have some incredible players, I think the consistent and high-scoring play of Dak Prescott paired with the rushing ability of Breece Hall will be the difference maker. The Players will have a big day and secure the win. I'm going with the Palm Coast Players to win this one. That's all for our kickoff special. I've given you a little bit of everything to get you ready for the season. Thank you for listening, and remember to set your lineups, check your notifications, and get ready for a season full of victories, losses, and a whole lot of good-natured trash talk. Good luck to everyone, and let the games begin.